Okay, Steph, I had a client call me just the other day and asked me to talk her off a ledge.
Always,
It,
always
it,
good.
it was a tough situation. They were under a lot of pressure, but she has a young employee,
Okay.
and this employee had been involved in one of their biggest events of the year, planning the
Right.
event. And she told her boss, this woman, that she wasn't going to be there because she had concert tickets that night and was unable to attend the event. And my client was speechless and wanted to start screaming at her. And in fact, what she did, which I thought was a great thing, she stopped and took a walk around the block. And so I gave her some of my advice, but since she's a young person going to a concert, choosing a concert over work, I would love your perspective on this situation and what you would have said to the client.
That is really, really tough because concert tickets, I mean, hello. But when it comes to a huge event for the company, and if that employee is a big part of it, and without that employees, all the other employees are going to have to pick up her slack, and it's not going to run as smooth, and it could have a big impact on the business. I think that is one excellent reason to sit down and have a conversation with that employee. Don't tell the other employee. Don't say don't go to your concert. Kind of put the responsibility on them. So communicate. Sit down with her and say, this is what's going to happen if you don't come. This is who's going to have to take your place. You really need to prepare us all beforehand and let her make that decision. And if she still chooses to go to the concert, which she might, don't just leave it hanging, because that's when people get super mad and pissed off and it just lingers.
Right,
and
exactly.
the trust is gone and the relationship
you don't
is
want to
broken.
give her anything again, right?
And that's what most managers do. So
Right.
if she chooses the concert, have a follow-up conversation, sit down and say, okay, from now on, this is what I want from you. These are the expectations, so you don't get into this mess again.
Okay, great, perfect. That's kind of what I told her, and you're a little bit harder than I would have been, but no, that was great. Great
Right.
advice.
Yeah.
Thanks.